What up, y'all? It's your man Dwayne Train back with another joint. And today was Samsung's Unpacked events, right? Man, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. And here's why. So starting off, I mean, look, they coming out with 3 new phones. You know, that's cool and all. So we got the S10, the S10 Plus, and the S10e. And this is what they do yearly. I mean, what happened to the Active for one? So like, everybody want to act like they doing something special with the S10e. It's basically replacing the Active. No, it don't got, and it's actually a downgrade from the Active because it don't even have any of the Active features. It's just a regular phone with a smaller screen, smaller form factor, less specs, and for flagship level price. So I just want to ask a question. I mean, what are we paying for when it comes to Samsung? Like, honestly, literally today we just had Xiaomi drop some serious heat with the Mi 9. Granted, it ain't available for me just yet, but at the same time, I'm sure it'll eventually be available globally. But we talking about for 400 and some bucks. Meanwhile, with Samsung, they want you to trade in your old Samsung phone that you spent $1,000 for just to get a $300 discount on, or my bad, I ain't gonna do it like that, a $500 discount. So you know, at the end of it all, it is a nice chunk of change, but you gotta remember that at some point you have to come up that $1,000 bucks. So, and even then, a lot of people probably, if they still got that phone, they probably ain't done paying it off, so they probably won't even be able to trade in their S9 for the S10 to get that full discount. You might be able to do the Note 8 if you got that, but even then, it's like, do you even want to do that? Like, is that even worth it? So, you know, just from that standpoint, for one, like, I don't see it as that big a difference. Next, just the phones themselves. So now the whole world is in an uproar over notchless displays. So, you know, we was making a big deal about the notch. You know, the notch was the thing, and you know, we got the Samsung getting the notch up out of here with the hole punch. I don't know how much better that is than a notch, but I mean, let y'all tell it. It's the best thing in the world. So, you know, Samsung got the hole punch displays out. They just throw a few more words on their new ultrasonic, super flashy 3000 nit display or whatever. All in all, you gotta ask yourself, how many pixels can you pack in such a small device? Samsung gonna pack all them pixels. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do to make it seem like they that much ahead of the game. When in theory, our eyes can't even really see that. I give it to them when it comes to the blacks. You know, AMOLED is a little bit better when it comes to that, but at the same time, you ain't gotta have that level of display in order to get a super black screen. OnePlus is doing it, you know, with their version of their AMOLED screen. So Samsung's just doing too much at this point. They're throwing as much stuff they can on the spec sheet just to make it seem like y'all are really getting a bang for y'all buck. Like really, just look at the phones, man. My bad, y'all, I got a call, but like, look at the phones though. Like, just look at them. Like, do you think, like, they look just like last year's? Like, come on now. Like, are we really going out of our way really to do this much just for Samsung? I mean, come on now. Like, I know, like, There's a lot of stuff on the phone, you know. It is what it is. But at the same time, how often are we gonna use that stuff? Like, just be real with yourselves. How often are we gonna really be looking at our displays to the point where we're like, oh my God, look at these magnificently great displays, man. Like, it's so clean and stuff. I mean, come on now. Like, we don't even be like we don't even be on our phone like that. Like, most of the time we're gonna be just there looking at our phone for like a second, and like to that detail that they're talking about with the quality of these displays, I just don't feel like it's worth it in terms of the price, because you know that's what you're paying for. We got battery life, 4100 milliamps or something like that on the bigger one, and 34 on the small one. Just like I said, you gotta remember, man, all that power that's coming out of that screen is gonna come from somewhere, and your battery's gonna be trash once again when it comes to Samsung phones. So, like I said, we got super high price, poor battery life, again, unnecessary features. Like, look, what 12 gigabyte RAM, 12 gigabytes of RAM. Like, come on now. Like, we ain't even, iPhone is still working the market with 4 gigabytes, 3 gigabytes of RAM on their iPhone XS's. And I can't even tell one bit that my phone is slowing down when I have all these windows and all these applications open. But we got to put 12 gigabytes. Like, come on now. This is trash, man. Samsung doing too much. They're doing everything they can to get all you, like, fanboys, like, to jump on just to see, like, to make it seem like they're really doing something out there with all these different specs. They throwing 3 cameras on there, 4 cameras on there. Like, come on now. What we need all them damn cameras for? We don't need all them cameras, man. Especially when we got the Google Pixel out here rocking 1, and the photo, like, the quality of these, like, photos from the Samsung joint is barely better than the Pixel 3, and they got 1 lens. Come on now. I mean, you know, they got the updated Samsung 1 finally, you know. But anyway, man, like I said, there's just so many things that Samsung is just messing up with this phone. Like, I can't even count them, man. Like again, they finally gonna give us Android Pie with this phone at the start, but this phone ain't never gonna see any other Android version on it until next year, when the S11 comes out, and that's gonna be that's how they do it, man. Like, they don't cater to the people that have been holding down the phones for, like, holding down their joints for a while. Like, if you still got an S6, S7, you ain't got no updates in a minute, probably. No serious updates anyway, man. Like, Samsung killing y'all, man. Man, I ain't about to put my dollars into them. So, anyway, man, it's your man Wayne Train. Hit me up in the comments for sure. Like, subscribe to the video if you enjoyed the hater's perspective. There's some things that I just said that I do believe, but at the same time, that's a hater's perspective. Check out the next one for that fanboy. See how them fanboys, you know how them fanboys be. But anyway, man, it's your man Wayne Train. I'm out.